The 2026 film Thrash sounded amazing, and I'm pleased to say I absolutely loved it. This is directed by Tommy Wirkola, written by Wirkola, with a cast including Phoebe Dynevor, Whitney, Djimon Hounsou, Alyla Browne, Stacy Clausen, and various others, and I apologise if I mispronounce any of those names. The reason I was looking forward to this is because I love weather-based horror. I think primarily I can watch them because I'm in the UK and we don't really have that much severe weather. Occasionally there'll be some flooding, but in general, weather is not one of our biggest fears. And it means that I can enjoy these films without it being too close to home. And in this film, there is a hurricane that causes flooding and also brings about some sharks. And this could have gone in two directions. It either could have felt really gimmicky, like they didn't need the sharks and it was an added element that didn't work, or, as was the case, it was just an added element to give it something a little bit extra. So if you're scared of weather, it's going to work. If you're scared of sharks, it's going to work. Again, being in the UK and with no desire to get into the ocean, I can enjoy it without feeling like it's ever going to be a real threat. And I had a lot of fun with this one. The bad weather begins basically immediately, and the rain is glorious. It is so atmospheric. We do get a bit of time to get to know some of the characters before the weather really intensifies, and obviously that helps with connecting emotionally, so that when things get a little bit more dangerous, we do care a bit more about the characters, and I did find them to be likeable. They're well written. The performances are really, really brilliant, really solid work from basically everybody in this film. I can't imagine it's the kind of film where filming conditions are the most pleasant. We have a lot of water in this. It's a very, very intense experience. The pacing of the film is brilliant, and for me, it's terrifying even if we take the sharks out of the equation. And that's the bit where I said it could have gone in a different direction. It could have felt like they tried to include the sharks because they were worried the weather aspect wouldn't carry the film on its own. It absolutely could have done, but I think the way the sharks were brought into it, I think the way that was handled was really effective, and it felt really believable within the context of the film. So it gives it an added fear factor, and I do think it worked really well. Something else that I really want to praise is that it's quite noisy, as you can imagine with weather like that, but it's not too noisy. I watched a film recently and I cannot remember the name of it, so I apologise, this is a semi-pointless story, but it was a film about severe flooding, and it was so noisy I couldn't hear anything other than the rainfall, and it made it a really uncomfortable experience. But with this film, I think they got it spot on. It's noisy enough that it feels intimidating, but it's not so noisy that I can't hear any of the dialogue. We also have some great music, and just the use of sound is absolutely fantastic. Visually, it is phenomenal. The lighting is brilliant. The camera work is great. The sharks look pretty good as well, definitely very convincing, and I have absolutely no issues with this. It's a powerful, enjoyable film. It's scary. You can be intimidated by the sharks or the weather or both. I think it has a lot to offer. As I said, the characters are well written and the performances are amazing. And visually, it is stunning. It sounds incredible. I loved it. I thought Thrash was a fabulous film, and needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend it.